What if one of the biggest names in music had secrets so disturbing they could erase his entire legacy overnight? Drake, the superstar who's dominated charts for over a decade, is facing a storm unlike anything before. Behind the success, rumors have followed him for years, and now, with his own label allegedly ready to expose him, those whispers might finally become reality. Could this be the scandal that brings Drake down? It all started with a lawsuit Drake filed, thinking he could gain leverage. Instead, he may have opened a door he can't close. Universal Music Group, the powerhouse tied to his career, reportedly came prepared with more than contracts and paperwork. According to reports, they hinted at evidence, documents, media stories, and past incidents tied directly to Drake's behavior. Suddenly, what looked like a business dispute now threatens to drag his darkest controversies into the spotlight. For years, fans have whispered about Drake's questionable behavior. Some brushed it off, others defended him, but the talk never stopped. The rumors even made their way into music. When Kendrick Lamar dropped Not Like Us, many thought it was just another diss. But those bars hinted at something deeper, things the culture had already been side-eyeing. Now, with UMG suggesting they have receipts, those lyrics feel less like a rap battle punchline and more like a warning shot. One of the earliest red flags goes back to 2009. At a concert, Drake pulled a girl on stage, kissed her, and complimented her, only to find out she was just 17. The crowd laughed, Drake brushed it off, but the clip has aged horribly. What once looked like an awkward moment now feels like the start of a troubling pattern, and the fact that it didn't stop there makes it even harder to ignore.
And this is Drake with the beard. Drake made a song called TSU, and it took place right around when freshmen was about to take in for college. Come on, man. Drake was on stage with a young girl, touching all over her. And after touching on her for about 2 minutes, he was like, "How old are you?" And then, man, come on, man. Afterwards.
Y'all gonna have me getting carried away again. I get in trouble for shit like this. How old are you? Feel guilty or not, but I had fun. I like the way your breasts feel against my chest. I just want to thank you.
Fast forward, and things get even stranger. Millie Bobby Brown, the young star of Stranger Things, revealed that she and Drake texted often. She was only 14 at the time, while Drake was in his 30s. According to Millie, he even gave her advice about boys. She defended him when people raised concerns, but fans were uneasy then, and even more uneasy now. What seemed odd years ago is being re-examined with fresh eyes, and it doesn't look good.
One of the producers of the show! That ain't some... This grown-ass man was testing Millie Bobby Brown when she was 14. And y'all, what? This man was allegedly involved with a 16-year-old girl in Canada. But guess what? The age of consent in Canada is 16. But I guess that's why nobody batted an eye about it. This girl was 16 in this picture. And this is Drake with the beard.
But Millie wasn't the only one. Over the years, Drake's name has been tied to other young women in ways that raise questions. Kylie Jenner, rumors swirled about his interest in her before she turned 18. Bella Harris, the daughter of a music executive, was linked to Drake the moment she became legal. Madison, invited to his parties as a teenager. On their own, some might call these coincidences, but together, they form a pattern that's hard to dismiss.
Look at this. Billie Eilish a while ago on her 18th birthday saying 18 tomorrow. And look who's under there. I've been waiting. What the? Y'all really protecting this man? And this is the same man that's spending time with a little black boy that don't need to be in the club and needs to be at home. And Drake is out here glorifying this. But yet he got his son out at basketball games looking like a responsible daddy. Drake is the man that come around in the family and they tell the young girls to go put on clothes when you're around. Drake is that person.
Now here's where it gets serious. In the lawsuit, UMG reportedly listed Drake's relationships and behavior around minors as part of their evidence. That means the biggest record label in the world is prepared to weaponize his personal life in court. Think about it. A company that invested millions into Drake's career is willing to risk his entire image to win. That's not just business, that's a declaration of war.
Kendrick Lamar is trying to open up y'all eyes like I've been trying to open up y'all eyes about Drake. This man is an executive producer on the show called Euphoria, a show about high schoolers doing adult things, high schoolers being in a relationship with grown adults, doing drugs, having sexual activities. That's what this show revolves around. And Drake is one of the producers of the show.
For over a decade, Drake has been untouchable. He survived scandals, beefs, and controversies, always coming out on top, but this time feels different. Drake isn't just an artist, he's a global brand. He's fashion, business, streaming dominance. But none of that matters if the public sees him as something else entirely. In an industry built on reputation, even whispers can end careers. If UMG drags this into the open, it could turn Drake from one of the most celebrated artists of our time into one of the most disgraced. So what happens now? Is this just another controversy Drake will brush off? Or are we watching his empire crack in real time? Kendrick's Not Like Us may go down as more than just a diss track. It might be remembered as the prophecy that predicted the fall of one of hip-hop's biggest stars, because if this much is already public, imagine what hasn't come out yet. Drake's career is at a crossroads. The lawsuits, the rumors, the label's threats, it all points to a future where his carefully built image could collapse overnight. If the receipts go mainstream, this could become one of the most shocking downfalls in music history. The only question is, how much worse can it get? What do you think? Are these just overblown rumors, or are we watching the beginning of Drake's downfall? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for updates because this story is far from over.